Hey everyone, Colbert here, and today we're gonna go over Jim Red's account. Jim Red messaged me on Discord. He told me, Brew, I need a takeover on my account. I think I've got good heroes and I need some help with the clan boss. I looked over his heroes and I saw that he had a tower, he had a skull crusher, and he had a martyr. So this is a fantastic team to do a clan boss takeover because this team can do actually a 2-key on Ultra Nightmare. So I did the changes on his champions and he went from a 4-key to a 2-key in the clan boss. We're gonna go over the clan boss right now and check out the team, and you're gonna see how much damage it does actually in a full run. It's an unkillable team, so it does the full 50 turns. So yeah, we have the reset going on right now. Let's just check what he got out of the Ultra Nightmare. We got a Sacred Shard, that's great, and let's sell that because that's not a good boots, and a Void Shard, nice. So we sell that shield as well, so not that good. So guys, this is the team for Ultra Nightmare. It's Martyr in the lead, Skull Crusher, Tower, Razin, and the Poisoner, which is gonna be Frozen Banshee. This is the team, and this team does quite a bit of damage in the clan boss. We're gonna go over and see exactly how this rotation works. So we start the key, we go in, and this is how the run works. So the setup is very simple. You just start with your counter attack. So then you do your A3 with the tower. Protection for everyone. Let's apply our weaken and defense down with Razin. Apply our A3 with Frozen Banshee to start poisoning the target. And then we do the counter attack again with Martyr. And then we press auto and well, that's it guys. This is the team. And how it works, it just when the clan boss takes his stun turn, he is gonna stun Skull Crusher every single time because of the differences in the amount of buffs on the targets. So if he has the least amount of buffs, that's when he gets the stun. So we're gonna see here how this is gonna go. Right when the stun turn happens, this setup starts to work at around turn 6 if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, he got the stun. Yeah, exactly how I thought he would. But the rotation will be exact by turn 8, if I remember correctly. And after that, it's gonna work, and it's gonna finish at turn 50 with all the damage that the team does. And this is how it works. You do not stop the key at any point in time. It works as it should. Everyone does what they are supposed to. And if you got better heroes, for example, something better than a Frozen Banshee, for poisons like a Draco, then you can replace of course Razin in there, because this team works the best when it's Void Affinity. It does not really work for other affinities, since you're gonna have issues with, for example, on Spirit, you're gonna have issues with the speed debuff that's gonna mess up the speeds for every single one of your champions. So this team works fantastically on Void. It's a 2-key team, so you can just do your 2 keys right when Void comes up, and you're gonna be done with the Ultra Nightmare. You're gonna move on to Nightmare and do your 1 or 2 keys there, and have, you know, the top chests for both of the hardest difficulties available for us in the clan boss. So I'm gonna skip this video a bit right before the end because this is just gonna go on like this. The team is gonna work. We're gonna skip the video and we're gonna see how much damage we do exactly by turn 50. So let's go. So guys, we're closing into the end of this run. So about 37 million so far. I'm expecting about 38 and a half by the next turn. So turn count 49, and when he goes to 50, the boss goes crazy and just kills everyone. None of them survive. So yeah, let's see. Can we reach over 38? Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, great. So boom, the boss goes crazy. He kills everyone. 38.4. This is actually on the lower side of the runs I've done so far. My highest was 40.5 if I remember correctly, but still it's a 2-key. Anything above 35.5 I would say will make you have a 2-key team, and that's all you need basically for the Ultra Nightmare. A 2-key team. Anything above that, then you reach, you know, the whale territory when you need specific champions and really good gear to get that 1 key. So 38.42 with this team, guys. Of course, Martyr is not really required for this team, but it does help to have that additional, you know, damage through the increased defense. Razin does way more damage through that. Frozen Banshee is more than enough for poisoning the target, and Razin also applies that defense down and weaken. So if you don't have Marty, then you can replace her with any other champion really. You might try something like a Brachus in there to get that additional damage in, and it's still gonna work. So let's go over the gear of every single champion, and you'll see how it kind of works for this setup. So we've got a Razin here with 195 speed. The speed is very specific, so defense at 4k, 67% critical rate, and critical damage at 128%. The more defense you get on Razin, the more damage you do. Accuracy is 336 in order for him to apply all those debuffs and also be able to remove that buff from the boss. These are his stats. This can also be increased if you get more critical rate, more critical damage. Your damage is going to increase overall, and that's going to be way better. Look at his gear, guys. It's all random sets and an accuracy set there to get 336 accuracy. Masteries, we went for Giant Slayer. On the offense tree and support tree, we went, guys, for Master Hexer to get the chance to extend that duration of that defense down and weaken by another turn. So this is how it works. It works with Lore of Steel, so it's fine if you can get Lore of Steel and still reach that 195 speed, but this is very exact. You need 195 for this to work. Next up, it's gonna be Roshcard. Rosh, he needs 241 speed for this to work. 241 speed. The other stats don't really matter. If you can get more damage on him, the better, but it's all about the speed, guys. 241 speed and Masteries. We didn't go for Lore of Steel, but we did go for that Retribution Mastery in order to get that counterattack and get that extra bit of damage once he gets some damage dealt on him. Next up, it's going to be Martyr. Martyr is our other champion that this champion will be at 191. Of course, you can have any other champion that you would like to go in the rotation. You don't need Martyr since you already have the counterattack from Skullcrusher. So this is just an additional thing that works. It's very nice to have, you know, that extra bit of counterattack going throughout the rotation. So since he had both Martyr and a Skullcrusher, I used both in this team. So 191 speed, this is also very exact. The Masteries, War Master, and the defense tree for the Retribution Masteries. So we didn't go support tree. And then next up, it's going to be our Skullcrusher. Skullcrusher will also need to have an exact speed. Every one of them needs to have exact speed. 244 speed, 44% critical rate, critical damage at 88%. The higher you get this, the better for the team. Of course, accuracy, you need to try and get this as low as you can, since you don't want him to just apply his debuff. So if you can not get any accuracy, that's the best thing, but it's not always possible because of the Great Hole. And defense, the more defense, the better, because he will be getting the stuns, but also because the more defense he gets, the higher damage he does. So, and the final one, it's gonna be Frozen Banshee. So Frozen Banshee, guys, she's our poisoner, so we need to get her accuracy very high at 256. Critical rate, critical damage doesn't really matter, but it does help the more you have. This is another champion that you need exact speeds on, so 193. 3k defense is just there because we had the gear already from the previous setup. So when we changed it for the takeover, it just remained there. But the most important thing is to have the accuracy very high and the speed exact at 193. So this is the team, guys, and it works as you saw on Ultra Nightmare, where you do a 2-key. Fantastic way to just get the clan boss over with just the 2-key. So now I'm going to show you the rotation. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It really helps the channel out. It really helps the channel grow. So if you happened to like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, of course. See ya.